Yo, what's good guys? Finally time for another Q&A. Now if you guys aren't following me on my Instagram, make sure to follow me there. The link is in the description. That's when I will be letting you guys know when I'm doing a Q&A. I'm also posting a lot more frequently on there now. So follow that. I'm posting like dunk mixes, just old dunk videos, the whole shebang. So follow that. Now today we only have 4 questions, so I might go a bit more in depth for each question if I can, if it's an in-depth question. But yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so the first question is, are you planning on dunking to show people you can, or do it for competition? Now, I don't really dunk to show people I can, in a way, sort of, because, you know, I want to really share my dunk journey with other people, to motivate them to start their dunk journey or to keep going with their dunk journey. So in that aspect, I want to show people. I would like to do it for a competition if one day I was good enough. Obviously, you know, you got to be a high pro level dunker to, you know, do dunk contests. If I ever was lucky enough or worked hard enough to get to that position, I probably would do something like that. But yeah, the main reason I'm dunking is just, you know, because I enjoy it. It's something I've been doing since I was young, ever since I was a little kid, just, you know, dunking on that 7.5 foot mini ring. And, you know, ever since then, I just was in love with dunking, and then, you know, eventually wanted to start YouTube to sort of motivate others to do the same thing. How do you pronounce your name, and how did you get into the love of dunking? So it's pronounced Rahul. A lot of people pronounce it as Rahul, which I'm so used to by now, so I don't really care. In very rare instances though, some people pronounce it as Rail. Yep. Which I don't tolerate, but yeah, it's pronounced Rahul. And I got into the love of dunking, like I said, you know, I started with just, you know, as a basketball player. And ever since like 10th grade, I would say, is when I really started enjoying the jumping and dunking aspect of basketball. And soon, you know, like a year or 2 after that, it was literally just junking. It was literally just dunking and jumping, which I love. So it went from, you know, just being a basketball player to sort of, you know, balancing both jumping with actual basketball itself, and then it became, you know, just jumping that I was really obsessed with. I think in the 10th grade, I like touched the backboard and I was like, oh man, I might actually be able to dunk one day, because I didn't believe it, that, you know, I was ever able to dunk. But I was like, okay, you know, if I really work hard, I'll be able to get this soon. Still haven't got it, but, you know, that's what the grind's about. Gonna get there soon. Who's the best dunker of all time, and do you watch the NBA? Best dunker of all time. Now, I don't know if there was too many back in the day. I know T-Dub was crazy. He's definitely still one of my favorites. But I reckon the best dunker of all time is probably Jordan Kilgannon, the GOAT, just because I really love his creativity, and that's something I really look for when I'm sort of determining who's like the best of all time. You know, all these dunkers have a high vertical and do really cool dunks, but one thing I really appreciate about Jordan is his creativity. He does dunks that you don't really see, and he's created a lot of his own dunks as well, which is crazy. So I'd probably have to say him. And do I watch NBA? I do watch NBA. I don't really follow a team. Here's my thing. I might get a little hate for this, but I really just go for whatever team my favorite player's on. Like, I'm not one of those people who are like, oh, I'm a diehard, like, this team fan. Like, I don't really care. I just like to watch teams that are the most entertaining, hence which have the best players. I don't really go for a team, but I do have teams that, you know, I like to watch the most. So, for example, the Cavs, I really enjoy watching them because I'm a huge LeBron fan. Golden State, I don't like. Yeah, if I said I like Golden State, this video would have got a lot of dislikes. But, you know, I really do I'd really enjoy watching LeBron. He's a really favorite player of mine. And then my absolute most favorite player of all time was Kobe. So I grew up watching the Lakers a lot. But yeah, I do watch the NBA. I just don't really go for a team. I'm not, you know, die hard about any team. Now, last question, and this is one I can go really in depth about. How do you stay motivated? I stay motivated because I love the process just as much as I love the end prize. So many people can't stay motivated because they hate the process, they hate setbacks, they hate challenges, they hate failure, they're fearful of failure, and they can't accept that that's a part of the process that it takes to reach your end goal, whatever that is, whether it's dunking, you know, whatever it is. And I enjoy that. I seek that out. While most people avoid failure, I seek that out because I know that's where growth comes from. I'm not trying to avoid failure at any way. I enjoy, you know, I enjoy losses, I enjoy failure, I enjoy situations where, you know, I'm scared because I know if I attack that fear head on, then it's really gonna result in my own personal growth. And that's how I stay motivated, because if you enjoy the process, and I've talked about the process on this channel before, but if you really and truly enjoy the process of what you do, for example, let's take dunking for example, if you enjoy the workouts, if you enjoy, you know, the plateaus and the challenge of how to get over those plateaus, if you enjoy the comeback from injuries, all that stuff, then trust me, you will succeed and you'll make it so much easier on yourself, because you're not trying to do something you hate. You're not hating this whole process, because let's be honest, the process is for me, the process is the destination. The journey is the destination, not the destination itself, because that's what you're gonna be doing a majority of the time. You know, you might grind for 3 years on a certain thing, and then you might get the end goal, but like, if you're not enjoying those 3 years, then to me it's like, how are you going to stay motivated? You probably won't. So that's my biggest tip. Whatever you're doing, make sure you're enjoying it. You're enjoying the process, the climb it takes to get there, because that way you won't even have to stay motivated. It's just fun for you. It's what you like to do. And that's my biggest tip. That, and just always keep in mind why you started, whatever it is that you do. Why did you start? And that will really help keep you motivated. That's something I do for dunking, because when it gets really hard, you know, I always have that vision in my goal of why I started in the first place, because I was always short. I always had that sort of disadvantage as a kid. You know, a lot of athletes, a lot of basketball players I played with, they easily had the height, they could dunk easily. I never had that, and I want to prove to other people who are in my position, or other short people, other people who don't believe in themselves, that hard work will beat talent no matter what, as long as you know, just be patient and work hard. But that's it for this Q&A. I know it was a short one, but next time, hopefully you guys can ask some more questions. Feel free to. I love doing these Q&As. If you want to see them more often, maybe like once a fortnight or something like that, let me know. Comment down below. These Fast Rich Family Classic tees will also be available on the 4th of August, so less than a week. Follow the Fast Rich Family Instagram and Facebook not to miss out on that. And yeah, I'm actually going to be doing a giveaway of these when I hit 500 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed already, smash that button, like the video if you enjoyed it, turn on post notifications, and I'll see y'all in the next vid. Peace.